In this video I'm on a little tributary of the Ovens. The original plan was to chase tin in the sandbars on this creek, but it looks like I'm going to have to settle for gold instead. G'day, welcome to Mad Scientist Prospecting. My name's 𝗏𝘃𝗶𝗏𝗏. The original plan, yes, the original plan has gone awry because the sandbars that I sampled a year ago, it looks like something has changed and they don't have anywhere near as much tin as they did when I sampled them. And so it's left me kind of scratching my head as what to do. So yesterday I spent a day wandering around sampling, and one of the immediate things I found was that the character of the material that's here is so different to what I'm used to, in that it's not sticky at all. It doesn't really hold gold well at all because there's no clay, almost no clay, and the granule gravelly stuff is so friable, so easy for the gold to pass through, that you've really got to get some depth before you start seeing colour. There's no encouragement really at the surface. So that has led me to choose this spot where I'm pretty confident it's going to be good gold, but where I know I'm going to have to dig some depth before I start to see it. So wish me luck. So upstream we've got this lovely pool, and it's being created by the pile up of cobbles and some of them reasonable sized boulders that I'm standing on. Right, so what we've got here is essentially a deposit from helical flow. There's a current that is corkscrewing this way, and there's a current that's corkscrewing this way, and where the two currents come up is where the material gets dropped, because as the current is moving them up, and of course down the creek at the same time, but as the current's moving them up, it tries to resist gravity and the heavy stuff drops out, which is why you've got this kind of mound. Not in the middle of the channel, because the middle of the channel is more over here, but we've also got a slight bend, so it's kind of drifting this way. But that means there's a really good chance that underneath all these rocks here, there's gold. But before we're going to see any gold, we're going to have to move a whole stack of this stuff and then start sampling. So this looks like a good place to dig, but I'm not expecting to see any colour until we really get down at least a foot, maybe 2 foot even, I don't know. I don't know how far down to bedrock. I don't know if there's any clay layers that are formed in the gravel that might be trapping the gold. I'm just going to have to get down there and see. I think I've got a spot to put the sluice just over there, but I'm going to wait till the civil engineer team arrives because they'll be building my dam for me, hopefully. Dug down about a foot and then I came across some reasonably large rocks. So I figured I'd take a sample pan what I got once I got underneath them. So I think we got about 6 inches below the water level. Oh, silt. That's a good sign. Not much of one, but see, it's so loose. The chances of gold being caught up in that, if there is any, I think it's pretty slim. But look at this big bit of granite down there. That could be good to get out. But anyway, we'll see what we get. Well, that's not really a full pan, is it? Let's fill that up and then we'll see what we got in it.
Now, I was supposed to have some company today, but unfortunately Lyndon, who some of you might have seen on some of Chris from 𝗏𝘃𝗶𝗏 prospecting videos, he was going to join me today, but work interfered during the week and he hasn't been able to get away from the city, so unfortunately I'm missing his company, which I was really looking forward to, but you know, these things happen unfortunately.
Yeah, nothing. There's lots of mica, which is all kind of shiny, and you go, oh, and then it moves as you move the water, and it's just nothing. So yeah, there's not even much black sand in that, which is a bit of a worry. Because that's the tin, which is actually what I came for. But maybe I've just got to get deeper. We'll see. It is really loose material, so, you know, we'll see. That's a decent egg.
And I came across this rock in the wall of my hole, and it looks like it's got a pretty good flat face. It's square. It's about 6 inches, maybe 5 inches. It's about 5 inches, maybe 6 inches wide. I don't want to pull it out yet because it's going to cause all this to collapse, and I don't want to have to dig all that out of my hole. But anyway, we will come back to that and we'll see how it comes up as a stone.
well, my hole is getting deeper, but it's also getting wider, and that's not by my intent. So as you can see, the action of me shoveling the dirt out and me stomping around in the water is undercutting the bank or the wall of my hole, which means I'm getting wider and I'm struggling to get deeper. Also, and not that I can show you this, but I'm starting to get some really big rocks. There's, I think just here, there's a big granite egg that doesn't feel quite as big as that one, but might be close. And if that's true, then I've probably got to go down 1.5 foot through all of this stuff before I'm getting to the good gold layer, which makes me hope that it's worth it. So it's getting on for 1 o'clock, and I've been wondering where my civil engineering crew is and my lunch. And I've just got a call from their supervisor, and apparently they're finding the way in a little difficult. So I've been summoned to help. I've just spotted my civil engineering team coming down the creek, and I thought I'd take a seat behind this willow.
Dad, you can go around. Dad!
Hello.
Hey, beautiful.
Hi, handsome.
How's the walk?
Pretty good.
Oh, it's so far.
Yeah.
Mom!
Mum swore. Did you drop your boots in the water?
Really up, Daddy. Now.
Oh.
Really up.
Oh, careful, she's about to fall. All right, don't. Stuart, she is about to fall.
Why?
I'm not.
Aren't you? She looks like she's about to fall.
Really up, Dad. No, not that way. The other way.
You're still recording.
So the supervisor of my civil engineering team is not very happy with the instructions I gave on how to get here. Did you get a bit wet, Sarah?
Mom, did you at least bring some towels, Mom?
So why didn't I said it'd be easy if you just walk through the water.
This isn't walking, this is wading. Semi-swimming.
So I don't think I'm going to get much work out of my civil engineering crew. This one's actually gone to sleep, it looks like. Wrapped herself up in my drop cloths.
Hello. Me, Alan.
Supervisor, you're supposed to be cracking the whip and putting them to work. So you going to do some digging, Alan?
I'm going to help once this
Dig.
This is my dad.
I think they know that. You gonna do some digging?
Why?
Oh.
What would I get for in turn?
Yeah, I'll take that as a no. So as I've been getting deeper, I've started putting the buckets that I've been digging out through the sluice, and we're starting to see some gold. Now, I'm not sure if you're going to be seeing it on film, but on the blue mat here there's some little specks of fine gold. Now, there was more, but Angus put his hand in there and disturbed them. So they're hopefully down there somewhere. But that's flowing really well. A little bit of gold in there after clearing out the sluice, and it got a heavy, got a little piece of wire. There it is there. But see, that's the gold, and that's the hole. And I'm still going down. Yeah, we're done for the day, and everyone's getting back into the car. And there's a bit of a argy-bargy because there's not much room in there, is there?
Oh, his breath smells.
Oh, he's a gorgeous dog. He smells lovely. Lovely doggy smell. So you comfy there, Lucky? Oh, and everyone, this is Quentin.
Hi.
Are you comfy, Lucky? It's been a hard day watching me dig. Okay, so next day, here's my pool, and the water's all cleared up, and we can see its ever increasing size, but also that big block of granite that's there, which is definitely not bedrock. But I think there's more that's been covered up by the silt there, and I think from memory there's another one underneath this stuff here too. Well,
I've probably got that hole down another foot. I think I got 2 of the big granite cobbles out of the hole. The massive one you could see in the water when we first arrived, when the water was clear, that's still there. But I have got underneath it. And here it is, up the top here. Oh, hang on, let me get that in focus. You see all that? What do you see, kids? How much gold's there?
A lot.
How much gold?
Quite a bit of it, actually.
Where?
Somewhere around here.
No, there's no gold, you goose.
I see a piece of gold.
That's not gold, that's mica. Yes, no gold, nothing. Now that pan from underneath that big rock is the best potential pay dirt I've seen from this hole. It was starting to get silty, it was starting to maybe get a little bit sticky. And if that doesn't even have a hint of a colour, then I've still got a ways to go down. Now I could do that, but to do that I'd have to remove, there's sort of 3 big boulders coming together in a corner, and to move one of them I'm going to have to substantially widen the hole. But look, I've had more time, cool. If this was local to me, sure. But there's been but the point of this trip, the whole point of this trip was to get tin, and on the tin side of things there's been a development, and you'll hear about that in the next video. So sorry to lead you up the path, sorry to get your hopes up that I was going to pull a whole stack of gold out of this big hole. Nothing. Nothing. So kids, I'll take you back to camp and you can warm up, but the thing is, before we go, we've got to fill this hole in.
Why?
Because that's the rules. Really? Yeah.
Finish it.
You dig a hole, you fill it in. And the sooner we get it filled in, the sooner we can get back to camp.
Yes.
Oh, the enthusiasm. Now, not the most profitable prospect that I've ever worked, but it was still worthwhile. We had a lot of fun. I persisted for the second day because I hadn't had any results, any luck with finding any tin, so I dug the hole. I thought I might as well continue. You can't tell in the video, but when I went back and you could see the clear water, at that point the hole was about 2 foot deep. In the end, I got down to about 3.5 foot, and that does not include the depth underneath that big, granite boulder that was there. Even so, even with such a poor result, if there hadn't been that development with the tin, thanks to Quinton, Lyndon's dad, I probably would have kept going just for the hell of it, just to see what was down there. But because he'd steered me on to some likely prospects with the tin, I thought I'd give that a go. Hope you enjoyed. I'm about to do the filming for a video on the bevel geometry of hewing axes on Chestnut Nag, and this weekend we've got our annual apple pressing from our wild apples we've been gathering from around the place. There'll probably be a video for that on my original channel, 𝗏𝘃𝗏𝗏. And also a big thank you, I think it's Nikki V71 and Steve Goddard, 2 new patrons that have come on board. Your contributions just really help make this happen, and if it's going to be something I continue to do, it's going to be people like you that make it happen, because otherwise I just can't. That's just the way it is. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video, whether it's on Mad Scientist Prospecting or my other channels. So catch you guys later. Bye bye.